In this review of NX, we will be creating a piston head. We have already created some geometry. We can use immediate hide to select those and hide those to clear up our workspace. Or we can just go into our part navigator, just uncheck some of those features that we have created earlier. So now let's go ahead and turn on the datum and the sketch that we want to do to revolve. We want to make sure our infer curve is active and it's turned on. As we select that sketch, I'll select all of relevant sketch to that, and then we select the vector and the point. So having the 360 degrees already previously defined. So once that we've done that, we can go ahead and uncheck both the sketch and the datum axis. And as datum ceases and axis are gone, so now we can see that. We turn on the other sketch. What we want to do is just kind of create some cutout of that. Turn on the other sketch to activate that. So now we turn on that. As we see the vector going through that, as NX extrude into that, it knows automatically remove the materials. So now we do a symmetrical selection. So as NX expand, and then the tool will automatically remove that. Or there's another option we could have done by selecting right mouse button. We could have used a select through all. Then we have to make some sub-selections change, and we could have done that as well. Now the next thing we want to do is hide that, hide the sketch, and then come in and just create some blends. The first blend we want to create is about 6.5. We just want to create some sharp edges so we can have a nice tangent faces along the bottom of the piston head. The next thing we want to do is want to try, see if we can create some blend using an edge blend approach, and then having the tangent curve option turned on. You see, as we zoom in, we see that that is not given a constant cut from either side of the face of that. So I don't think we want to do that. So let's go ahead and go under surface. We're going to try the face blend as an option to create that blend. So in the face blend option, once that is activated, we want to make sure we're at tangent faces. As our select intent, select that as our first set of faces. Then we select our second set of face to create that blend. Well, let's go back and take a look at in automatic. We see that that cut looks very similar like our edge blend. As we change that to constant, and then we get a little bit of warning message. We'll clean that up later on. What that does is now that'll give us a constant offset on either side of the face to achieve that kind of blend. So that is what we want to do. The next one we want to do is we want to create a chamfer to remove some of the sharp corner of this particular piston head. So as I travel up and down the cylinder block, that doesn't create any problems. So we select and change that value to 0.5, select the top and the bottom of that piston head. That completes that particular creation. And then what we want to just turn on the other two, where those are be mounting the piston to the connecting rod. So we want to go ahead and unite them together. As we unite them together, we see that quickly that is done. The next thing what we want to do is just go ahead and just create the blend on the bottom inside of the piston, because as we come in and possibly whether it be forge or cast, there should be some kind of blend on the bottom. So we want to go ahead and make sure those blends are appropriately created. Create a value of 4, then we add that blend to it. So now we notice that we still have that issue that we saw earlier. We can do a right mouse click, and then as we do a right mouse click, we can clear all that information. So all the design has no issue whatsoever. And we'll be ready to move on to next.